What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? This week is the Kona World Championships of 2018, and what I thought I would do would be just to roll through my top 3 predictions for both guys and girls, and then encourage you guys to do the same. Just drop in the comments if you want to, your top 3, and we'll make a little contest out of it. If if your predictions are better than mine, we'll connect over Instagram, and I will send you guys out just some quick stickers, which, it's nothing big or anything like that. I just thought it would be fun if we could basically, come up with some sort of fun way to reward you guys for being better at predicting the World Championship finals, easily better than whatever I'm gonna come up with. Okay, let's start with the ladies. My first pick for the overall women's champion is Daniela Ryf. I think all of us are probably in agreement that she would be a clear favorite. If you guys go out on a limb and pick, some sort of dark horse and nail it, that's awesome. But I think she's the safe pick. She's won here before. She knows what she's doing. She can swim well, she can bike amazing, and then she'll get off and she'll run well. So I think she's the girl to beat for sure. Number 2 on my list is Lucy Charles. I think Lucy potentially could come out of the water in first. She's fantastic. She's a great swimmer. Her bike's gotten a lot better too. I think she'll get passed on the bike, but I don't think that she will, absolutely get destroyed in the bike by any means. I think she'll bike, nice and solid and probably get off the bike in either second or very close to first. And then I think she may get beat on the run. Obviously, I think she's got the potential to win all of it. I think she's a very good athlete, and that's why I have her picked for second. Okay, my last pick, and this is gonna be the same for the guys. I think I'm gonna go for someone, fun, maybe a little bit of a dark horse. And for me, I'm gonna pick Heather Jackson. I think, of course, obviously, you've gotta pull for an American to kind of pull through. I think if she is conservative and basically doesn't absolutely hammer the beginning of the run, I think she'll do well. She's kind of like a super cyclist. So I think what she'll do is she'll get out of the water, she'll move up the field on the bike, potentially moving herself into kind of that top 3, top 5 kind of situation. And then for her, I really think the critical thing is that if she doesn't go out too crazy on the run and she just does her race and she executes, I think she could be a podium person for sure. Maybe third is really where I have her for my guess as to who the top 3 women will be. Honorable mention, I would say I would love to see Sarah True do really well. I mean, she's just an awesome person. Coming from ITU, obviously she's gonna have the speed. She'll swim well. She's pretty strong on the bike. Good runner. I think it's just tough just because it's her first year. I think she'll be conservative going into this. If you've seen some of her interviews, she's just probably, I think she's kind of keeping like a very mellow attitude, and I think that could serve her really well. So honorable mention to Sarah True, but let's move on to the guys. I think our guys race is gonna be super interesting. My first pick is Patrick Lange. I think first of all, he's the defending champion. He knows how to run this race. He's won it twice. Very solid runner. I think he'll get out of the water with kind of that front pack. I think he'll stay nice and steady on the bike. And then I think he'll move through the field on the run. So he's my number 1 pick. Frodo obviously has an injury. He would probably be everyone's pick if he was healthy. Having Patrick Lange, I mean, he's a defending champion. How can you not pick him? I think he's just a solid athlete. So we'll just kind of hope for the best for him. I think, having him run, really does make for an exciting race because theoretically he won't get off the bike in first place. He'll move into first. So I think it could be a very exciting race to watch. And I do think that the guys' race will be a lot closer than the girls. Okay, in second place, I have Sebastian Kienle. Maybe not the strongest swimmer, maybe not the strongest runner, but he's good all around. He's obviously a super stud on the bike. And so that's what I think he'll do. I think he'll get out of the water, basically bike through the field, and probably start the run. My guess is that he'll start the run in first. And then I think he runs really well up front. I think what Sebastian Kienle will do is just basically hold on to that first position basically as long as possible. And if he does get past, he's not the type of athlete that's gonna shut down. I think he'll hold on for second place. Lastly, this is a tough pick because, it's fun to kind of pick, maybe a dark horse for that third spot, but I have Javier Gomez for third place. I just think that he is extremely talented. I think he'll get out of the water very close to the front. I don't think he's gonna give up very much space on the bike. If he bikes conservative, I think, what he'll do is he'll get off the bike in probably kind of that top 3 spots, kind of with that front pack. And then when he starts running, really there's no reason why he wouldn't move into first. The reason I have him picked for third is just because there's 2 pieces to it. First, this is his first Kona Championship, so it's very hard to pick him to win. It's not very typical for a first-time Kona athlete to actually win the whole thing. It has happened before, but I just don't see it, being a very common occurrence. But Javier's just a beast of a runner, so I think it's gonna be straightforward for him to move into first place on the run. But my question mark is, will he be able to hold on to it? But that's my pick for him, is for him to get third place. So honorable mention, everyone's probably gonna comment in here, Lionel Sanders, and he is super strong. I don't think he'll get it out of the water with a front pack, and I don't think that he thinks he'll get out of the water in the front pack. He's been working on his swim. Obviously, a fantastic athlete. We're all familiar with him. What I think is tricky is for him is if he's gonna come out of the water a little bit late. For him to pass people, he really is gonna have to pass these huge draft packs, which, when I say draft packs, sounds horrible, but these are probably what I would consider legal draft packs, where they're the exact legal distance between each other, and there's no spot for Lionel Sanders to come in and cut in between someone. He really was gonna have to pass 3 or 4 athletes at a time. So I think for him, he's really gonna have to probably put out a fair amount of watts for him to put himself from the swim towards the end of the bike where he wants to be. I actually think he'll probably do that. I just think he's gonna burn a lot of matches, basically going from second pack swimming basically to the front of the bike where he thinks he should be, and I think that that's gonna wear and tear on him on the run. So for him, my guess is that he will struggle in the run, probably later in the run. We're just gonna have to see. I hope the best for him, but my pick is for him not to be in the top 3. Again, I'm giving him that honorable mention. Another athlete that I'll probably finish with is Tim O'Donnell. I expect him to be kind of like the top American, and I hope the best for him. I hope he makes it onto the podium. He's a solid all-around athlete. I think he can swim, bike, and run. I don't think that there's any chink in the armor. It all comes down to the run. With all these athletes, it all comes down to the run. So those are my personal predictions for both men's and women's podium finishers for this year's 2018 Kona World Championships. But if you guys want to play along, which I really hope that you guys do, maybe just consider dropping your predictions, both men's and women's, in the comments below. And if you guys do that before Saturday, what I can do is just kind of roll through there and say, yes, absolutely. Or even if you're close, connect with me on Instagram. My Instagram account is Matt_LeGrand. And what you can do is just private message me your address, and I can send out just some stickers, which is just kind of a fun way to kind of say yes, absolutely, you guys are good at this predicting stuff, way better than me personally. And it's just kind of a fun contest to do, and I hope that you guys will consider doing it. Okay guys, that is it for me. If you guys are new here, please consider subscribing. There's a little notification bell up in the top left corner, which just allows you to be notified of whenever I post new videos, which is usually kind of weekly. And then if you guys aren't new here and you're already subscribed, thank you so much. I owe you a huge thanks. I also love it when you guys smash that like button. It's down there somewhere as well. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we will see you guys on the next one.